think I got everything.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Very interesting.
Let me... start that up.
Minions have spawned.
Okay. Alright.
Let me fix that.
Do they have anything that can steal it? Yeah, they got like Jin. Don't let the thing take it. Okay.
Order, entropy, another.
She smite it? No, she just got it. Yep.
Yes, hurry. I have important work to get back to. Fascinating.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I don't have the chat up right now. I'm gonna have to.
Is another reveal.
An ally has been slain.
Entropy, another immune cycle. It's smaller than the diagram. The sweet smell of science.
Are we just backing, or I guess we're pushing one more?
An ally has been slain.
Okay, I thought he was gonna be backing it up.
One step closer to greater understanding.
I hate to let him go, but I could kind of have to.
Not enough variables. Not nearly enough variables.
An enemy has been slain.
I'll have to fix chat in a second.
I put the scheme in.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, we're trying out Dinger again. Mix it up a little bit. I did have a pretty good amount of success with him in the preseason. Are we... Okay, I guess we're not doing the drag thing. We don't really want to freeze. I mean, we could try to... Looks like Ezreal wants to freeze, but... Like, Dinger's huge strength is pushing him in and trying to poke him under tower. Now, they might have... Okay, it actually went boots, which is nice for us. Like, that movement speed's not going to matter as much as raw combat power. And we really just want to push him in.
It's smaller than the diagram. Ah, the sweet smell of science. I require my adjustable reverse ratcheting magnetic box wrench.
Yeah, we need to keep Karma from Roman, too. They might be... No, they're here, I think. Jin could be running up. No, he left. Okay.
Nice.
Just as I hypothesized. Exceeding total output capacity.
I'm not sure if it...
Alright. How do I feel about tanks? I don't think they're that great in the priest. Not support tanks. They're all having a really hard time. Rakan's very good. He's more of an engage enchanter, but I'm not 100% sure why. Like Nautilus is just too squishy. And just too much damage in the game. But some of these like mobile scaling champs just do a lot more. Leona is risky, like she can be good, but she's also just risky. Yeah, I think it's just a lot of these pushing lanes, they just don't do a lot.
Very interesting. It's smaller than the diagram.
Wow, that Jin was so far out of position. But we just weren't quite able to punish him. Wow, he's just like fading so far forward. Damn.
Shut down.
Try to take her without the stun.
The cosine of your root divided by.
What?
To the drawing board.
What the fuck? I was standing out of the range. That was some bullshit. I was like really far out of that box. What's up here, Ninjastock? I was really, really outside of that box. I wonder if... I guess I'll just stick with Leandries. I'm not sure that's right here. Maybe I should be going for something else. Okay, they're all like right there. Of course, Ravenous Graves. Champ.
An ally has been slain.
Looking item's so dumb. I mean, they are like nerfing it next patch.
Back, you dirty ape! Back!
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
God, really?
Your turret has been destroyed.
It's smaller than the diagram.
That many wards there, huh? I can't kill him. He's gonna lifesteal for about 5 million.
Entropy, a never-ending cycle. Number.
Oh my god.
By my what an uncommon denominator. It's smaller than the diagram.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna get drag off that.
One step closer to greater understanding.
Wow, okay, maybe not.
Has been destroyed.
Not enough
An
ammo.
enemy has been slain.
You stun him?
What the fuck is that thing's damage? Okay, he just like ran right back through my turret. Thank God. It's like 1 Q auto is like 1200 off of 1.5 items. Yeah, I know he blew me up. Like,
I put the scheme in schematic.
it's just so much damage so early in the game. It's like, does he have 6 items? Did I just get hit by a 6-item Graves? No, 1 item. It's like literally 100% of my HP off of one ability and one auto attack.
Did I mini modulator on?
Ally has been slain.
Wonderfully efficient. It's smaller than the diagram.
Heimer is squishy, man, but that's ridiculous. Especially on an item that has like that much lifesteal.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
An ally has been slain.
Just in case Graves comes over that. Okay. Damn it, he's just gonna fucking heal for all of his health again. Look at that shit. Like, what the fuck?
I could do that better. Smaller than the diagram.
Your turret has been destroyed.
No, it's Graves mid. It's like literally we just keep hitting him and he just doesn't fucking care. He like heals his entire health bar and like 2 auto attacks off of 1.5 items. Can still one-shot you.
An ally has been slain.
God, he's gonna fucking walk out, isn't he? No, she's gonna get him, I think.
Ally has been slain.
Brain over brawn.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, it was Graves mid against Jason.
Divided by.
He better not have 40 fucking we just killed him. We better just not have seen him yet. Yeah, this Cassante, like, is bad. I don't know. I guess he just is a really high skill cap champ, because... What the f... Damn it, I activated this shit in the wrong order. I think it was Banner Graves. He's usually really good anyways, but that item's just so stupid on him.
Fascinating.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Like, in theory, he shouldn't have any chance against, like, Jason in middle. I mean, Jason still did well against him, but, like, Jason is an AP champion that's ranged with, like, pretty good poke early. But you just can't do anything to him because he just fucking, he takes fleet and then he just rushes a lifesteal item. And your poke just doesn't matter anymore.
What?
What?
The Jin, like, teleported it.
No.
Weird.
Like, as I always say, I don't mind necessarily if a champion does a lot of damage, but the trade-off should be you can kill them. Like, that's the trade. Stuff that does a lot of damage and you can't kill them is the problem. The old Thornmail Rush, huh?
Wait, get him?
Oh my god, he still almost killed me. He didn't even hit me with anything. He missed everything. I think it was his ult. He just hit me with his ult. And I like full comboed him right in front of Belveth. I like ran away immediately.
Oh. Oops.
I put the scheme in schematics.
I mean, like, the poke was good in lane with Ezreal. Like, we were getting some advantages there, but I guess, you know, on further review, poke champion's not that great when everyone gets Ravenous.
Did I leave the tribe I knew?
When everyone has lifesteal. The problem Riot recognized, I don't know, 6 months ago and said they wanted to fix. There's too much lifesteal in the game. Go ahead and buff to create the most obnoxious lifesteal item of the entire season. What? Got 2 or 3 people bottom pushing us, and then those 2 just like solo drag. I guess so.
I'm gonna ult them both in turret.
Okay.
Oh. Never mind.
Yeah. That's why we can't have nice things. While we have Rakan. Just all in and kill them before they can lifesteal, ideally. Rakan can get that Grievous item too, but I'm not even sure if it's great.
You need to kill Jin.
Oh. So dangerous for me to get close though.
I could do that better.
Probably, yeah. I guess we just try to push, so maybe they can't do dragon as easily.
Rampage.
Oh, we're gonna get dragged.
Very interesting.
Wait, why the fuck is he moving so fast? Oh, he's got ghost.
Slain.
So he just ran from like middle of the river and just ran me down.
Your turret has been destroyed.
This feels bad. I just wanted. I did have some success, like I said, with Dinger. That was at the end of last season, though. Like, this feels really bad in the kind of this lifesteal meta. Like, my poke just doesn't do anything. Like, obviously Graves is OP, but even to, like, set, it's just not doing that much.
A summoner has disconnected. Defeat.
Riftmaker. I mean, Riftmaker is pretty good, but I've seen more do pretty well.
That was a rough one to lose.
Yeah, they just can't fucking do anything. The great is just Heimer just felt like in lane it was okay. We got a double kill early, pushed away, got an early dragon. Doesn't fucking matter. Graves comes out of lane, 1.5 items, and it's 1v3s. Even though you had like 6 kills or something.
8.
You got 8 in the game, but you had a lot early.
Yeah, I did have a lot early.
You were, you know, ahead of him. They should let us just ban an item.
I wonder how that would dictate bans. It'd be interesting.
That would be interesting if you could ban items, but they probably won't do that. That would be an interesting way to try to deal with outlying problems. Because sometimes it's just the item, like it's not. I mean, Graves himself is sort of a problem, anyways. But banning items would be interesting if you could choose a champ or an item. Ban longsword. Now it would have to be completed item. Obviously. Yeah, no, it would have to be like either just mythics. Yeah, it'd have to either just be a mythic or a legendary. But probably a mythic. That wouldn't really fix the problem because Ravenous is not a mythic now. Some of the most powerful items now that people get are not mythics. Which is a strange design choice. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't shut down an entire thing. I mean, that would force some, Oh, you already got Graves, I guess that's
Fear is the first of many foes.
Kraken. Yeah, I mean, that would force, especially pro teams, to try to diversify their threat profiles. I mean, I don't know, like, it... In theory, it sounds kind of troll, but it could also be an interesting choice. that would discourage people from, or it would help stop if there's just like, if it's an item that's really running the meta. Of course they pick Lucian. I should have been Lucian. No, we're still just gonna do Rakan. We need a win here at 0 LP.
Let's dance.
Yeah, I mean, banning something like Infinity Edge against 80 carries would be kind of rough. Oh, God. A lot of champs do have at least 2 mythics they could get.
Mistake.
The more I think about it, the more I kind of... Do what?
And the sheep are never safe.
Oh, yeah. You rewatching an Arya scene?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Where she poisons everybody.
Oh yeah, dude.
That was awesome. That was a really good payoff for her faceless training. I just wish she had done a little bit more with it later, but that was really nice. They did a little bit with like the Arya versus Sansa, like Littlefinger trying to play them against each other. It's like, okay, but we didn't really see her use, I don't think, the magic that often. Which you don't want to make it too gimmicky, but I thought she should have killed Cersei or someone else notable with it.
Yeah. Still sweet though, I'm not gonna lie. When that
Oh,
happened,
yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, that was like season 7 or something, I think. 6 or 7, and that was one of the best scenes of the
Dude,
whole season.
That got me hyped.
Oh yeah, it was
I had
awesome.
to like re-watch it because it like happened in the beginning of the show, like the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, it might have been the cold open to the whole season. I can't remember.
I was like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, I know it was definitely the open to an episode, but I don't remember if it was the open to a whole season or not.
I was like, I gotta watch it again.
Hell
So
yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, I go back and I've been watching some Game of Thrones. Okay, so their team's pretty obnoxious. I mean, we're gonna get fucking wrecked bottom. Now, they're mostly AD. Silas does magic, obviously, but I still don't think I get tabbies, though. I think it's just Ionians. They have quite a few melees, probably Shirelias. And then probably just Knight's Vow. The Grievous item just feels bad. Doesn't she kill BBEG? Who's BBEG? Yone does some magic, yeah. That's true. I'm not itemizing against magic or armor. I don't think I need mercs versus them. I'll probably just go Ionians. And I'm probably just going to try to roam and maybe kill the Yone. Oh, the big bad evil guy. Yeah, she does, but she didn't use her magic in any way. It was just fucking, she jumps out of nowhere. That was really bad. Dan and Day, it was just like, oh, it was unexpected. Everyone thought, just because of 8 seasons of foreshadowing and setup, that it would be Jon Snow. But we tricked you. We gave it to a character who totally didn't earn it, that, you know, because girl power.
30 seconds.
At least she used Rhaenyra's dagger.
She did. Oh, I didn't realize that was Rhaenyra's dagger. The I forgot the cat's
It is.
paw.
Is.
That's pretty pimp. Yeah, I still have to finish watching that. I'll have to watch it while I'm grading some essays or something. It would be cool to kind of see the history of some of these weapons and
not,
other
though.
things. I know, I'm still not. I'm horrible.
Man. You're gonna have to mute the chat right now because I'm gonna have some words with you real quick. Just kidding. Off air.
Off air. Really?
Stylish jungle, eh?
Wow, and they're invading. I'm just trying to disrupt as much as I can. He should have just immediately gone for their red, I think. I guess he's just gonna full farm reset. I mean,
Red, I think.
that's risky, doing 2 camps. I mean, maybe that gives him level 2. Maybe that makes it easier. This lane's so toxic. It's like, it's just really hard to hit Lucian too. Like, this is one of the worst things for Rakan to face in the current meta. Like, I can get Nami, but Lucian just does so much damage. Like, almost nobody does. There may not be a traditional combination that does more damage than Lucian Nami in the early game. I'm sure that you could think of something weird that would, under certain circumstances, but it's a lot of damage, and it has kill threat if Nami ever hits a bubble. And once Nami's 6, it's still really hard to get him. And, like, I just can't ever... It's so hard to hit Lucian just because he can dash. And always dodge my W. You really have to have jungle help. Or, like, roams. So I'm saying maybe, like, my first back I can get some boots and try to kill middle and then rotate down with Jason or something, because we're not beating this in a normal way.
Blood.
It could be Roman. No, dude, fucking run! What are you doing? I don't know why she went back in.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, this is getting rough. No, I didn't see the game before. I don't think Heimer's as good as he used to be. I mean, it was kind of a bad matchup. Maybe after the nerfs next Wednesday. I played him the first game tonight. Lifesteal just completely ruins him. And with Ravenous being so OP, it's just too hard to kill. Like, if tanks ever come back in, like proper tanks that don't kill you in one shot and lifesteal everything, then he can be pretty good. Potentially, because like your empowered turret can, especially with Leandries and Mnemonic, like that can get through tanks, but it's just way too much lifesteal and mobility. Like he can push in and poke in lane, which is cool. Like I paired him with an Ezreal last time. We got a double kill. You know, we were up in CS. We got first dragon. But it just didn't matter mid to late game. It's like a lot of AP champions that I talk about. It's like, it's really weird. is you're so vulnerable in the mid game. Like, I just couldn't get... He just, like, pressed Ghost, Graves, and just ran me down from halfway across the map. I feel like it's a gank or something weird is going on. Yeah. Yeah, they got really aggressive randomly. It's really hard to get vision, and it's really hard to stay alive. There's just so much mobility in the game right now, and just such high damage. No, it's not your bad. It's a legit question. I mean, I tried him. I thought maybe he could be good here. Are you fucking kidding me? Riot, get rid of that item. Riot. How? Isn't it 30 seconds per kill or assist? He didn't have one on me at the time, so he had 3. That's 90 seconds. Did he just buy one straight up?
I don't apologize for doing my thing.
Is that not the commencing stopwatch? Did he just buy it? Second item stopwatch? There's no way. It's like, it's 12 minutes, I think, with 30 seconds off per kill or assist. Maybe it's just a normal stopwatch he bought. So, Hextech alternator into stopwatch. I mean, I know Hourglass is good on him eventually, but that seems pretty troll. I mean, if it's the free stopwatch, that's good, but... Seems like an extremely situational buy. That's like second item. Yeah, exactly. He just got paid off.
Self-control is for star nerds. I choose fun.
You can't do simulations with stopwatch. It's either you get a lot of value out of it or not. It's not just a number. I mean, I know you're joking, but... Just like extremely situational. Like, there's so many times where you try to use stopwatch and you still die anyways. It's probably like 90% of the time in Platinum games. I mean, that made it look really good. To me, it's... I mean, it is skill expressive. It's not random. I was gonna say, it's just... Do what?
Yoni maybe coming down.
Okay. Dragon. I don't have a cannon this wave. If I get Nami, can we kill her? Maybe. Why did she switch to Nami? What the fuck? She literally was on Lucian and switched to Nami. Did half of Nami's health and Lucian walks with 200 HP. What the hell did I just see? Well, we're getting demoted this one probably.
It's like the complete opposite of like the other week.
Yeah. So everything's evening out.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. Like, she goes on Lucian, gets him to 200 health, and then switches targets. It, like, right when I flash in and commit to the Lucian. It's actually unbelievable. He was still vulnerable. It's not like he went over a wall or something, and she would need to commit her flash to do it. It's like, she was literally in melee with him, and then just inexplicably turns around and goes to Nami. There was no chance she thought that he was dead. And she was just like trying to move to the next target when he has like 1 HP left. He had like 200 HP. He was in kill range, but you just had to commit like a couple more auto attacks to get him.
Silence coming back.
I'm shocked. We just pretty much don't have a fucking jungle. We've got a memer. It's bad. Oh, we might get dope here. No. Time to give up that tower. No.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're trying to make it like fun for memers. Yeah, the off-meta jungles, like random buffs. Like, hey, Zed does extra damage to monsters now. But then if the champion actually does get played in the jungle and does become meta, they just nerf it. Like Talon jungle and Zed jungle, I think were like sort of okay at one point, but then they just nerf them. Fuck. Can we rotate on him? Dude, does he seriously get out? No. Okay. Thank God. Guys, help! I can't do anything in my jungle. I'm just getting bodied by an actual jungler.
An ally has been slain.
Kennen was kind of, sort of an ADC at one point, but Neela is just kind of a better Kennen as far as like, I don't know, shouldn't have the stun, but just weird, low range AoE
I don't like being alone.
thing.
These spiky space squids are the worst.
An enemy has been slain.
You fight him, maybe. Her jungle's Zed. He had a kill early, but they just, I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. Everyone's just bottom all game, all the time. It's like, come on, man, we're already against Lucian Nami. But they don't have to do anything top, because top's just getting dumpstered. It's really hard to gank Jason. Is his ear, so just sit on bottom, and that sitting on bottom's the best thing to do, as I've been saying for 12 years. Actually, I wasn't saying that really early on, because I had no sense of macro for the first 4 or 5 seasons of the game, at least. I don't think I really started thinking about macro that much until, like, probably Season 8. Maybe Season 7.
Enemy rampage.
So it's like, they're doing what they should be doing. It's just, we're just kind of outclassed pretty much everywhere right now. Except for Jason. Jason always outclasses him. I mean, I could flash and get the Lucian.
We need to kill that clown, but
Yeah, it's probably not happening. He's gonna press W and heal for all of his health.
they all heal.
Yeah. Shit, he like rotated back in. God. Oh.
Come on.
Where the fuck did Silas even come from? Okay. Well, I didn't get an assist on it.
An enemy is left.
Yeah, exactly, Grey Graves. Well, they specifically they tried to make Zed jungle a thing maybe like 10 patches ago. They made like his Q do bonus damage versus monsters and his passive.
More dark matter?
I think there was one point where he had maybe a 50% win rate. 48 to 50% in the jungle, maybe. I can't remember. But I feel like it wasn't like he was just absurdly bad at a certain point. Yeah, I need to ban Lucian. We need Graves and Lucian gone. I could have banned Lucian this time. I didn't realize. Jason banned Graves. I don't know. I probably should have just dodged. I underestimated just how garbage that jungle is. Because, like, Zed mid's actually pretty good right now. Slap a Ravenous on anyone and it's pretty good right now. I mean, part of why maybe Zed mid and some of these other assassin type of champs are good is because they get Ravenous and they get a free lane. It's a good item, but you also can't poke them. Which is, you know, a potential problem with Zed early is historically he doesn't have sustain. And he's melee against ranged stuff middle a lot of time. I think people are doing Ravenous at middle. Yeah. I guess we'll do Knight's Vow. I mean, the internet could go out. Silas's internet could go out like mine did the other night. That'd be cool.
Enemy rampage.
But outside of that, it's gonna be really hard. Silas is just OP. He's not even using like OP items. He just has a natural Hydra in his kit. His W.
An ally has been
Can we even kill him? Why is he moving so fast? Stride Breaker? We just got completely shit on bottom.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I don't... They just... Like I talked about this in the patch notes, they completely ran away from all of these principles of game balance that they've mentioned over the last year and a half. They've recognized are a problem, and they've just totally gone back on it. So, like, they knew sustain was a huge problem, and they buffed the shit out of Ravenous. It's like... Sustain was already pretty good. It's not like it was dead. Like, Knight's Vow plus... Triumph, and like there were a lot of sustain options in the game. It was still good, so it's like why do we need more? Why do we need to make it OP? You already said it was OP multiple times in the semester, multiple times in the season. You're like, hey, sustain is really OP, so we're gonna buff the hell out of Grievous Wounds. And then they said that wasn't a healthy dynamic, so they nerfed Grievous Wounds, and in theory, nerfed Sustain. Like, they've nerfed Gore Drinker multiple times, so it's not like this is a secret or something they just don't know. Like, they've had major patches where they, like, came out and said that, explicitly that they did not want sustain to be free, and they wanted you to be able to get kills. And that healing was just too much. And they've nerfed Gore Drinker, they've nerfed Sterix, they've nerfed Death Dance, I think at least a little bit. So like they know these things are problems. So it's like, who are you trying to help with Ravenous that needs help? And then just bringing back these old items that are either worthless or OP on certain champions, like Shojin. It's just, like I said, this is like the worst preseason in my memory. I mean, a lot of that was just because there was nothing that remarkable or interesting going on, but some of it is they're actually backsliding on some key principles. I think the game's still, you know, obviously playable, but it's definitely a head scratcher. It's like, really, this is the best you can come up with? You got a year to plan a preseason, and this is what you got. Just bringing back a dragon that you got rid of previously. Bringing back a couple of, like, items that 5 champions are going to build. Bringing back a toxic ass, like, sustain meta that you commented on, vowed to get rid of, you know, earlier in the season. Just for the bad PR. It's like, I don't know. And you did some jungle stuff, which is pretty unremarkable. Like, it's good for noobs, but it doesn't make it, like, particularly interesting. You're just, like, changing some stats around. I mean, the tank stuff was kind of an okay idea, I guess. Because tanks have been pretty bad, but for a lot of the season. But again, it's like just giving an item that just has a shit ton of health on it. Bad idea. Health is the most toxic defensive stat. What do you mean, just make the tanks worse? I think most tanks are already kind of bad. They're buffing them next patch, but it's because the Ravenous, like, Ravenous Hydra, why would you play a real tank when you can just play something that's impossible to kill that kills you? Like, why play Zac in the jungle when you could just play Graves? I mean, one thing too, they're trying to be somewhat cautious with tanks, I think, because very few people like tank metas, where the dominant choice to play, especially in top lane, is a tank. A lot of people don't like that. Top laners don't like playing it. ADCs don't like playing against it. Like, it usually doesn't make for a great viewing experience, because it's typically lower skill cap, farm off champions, and there's not going to be as many kills. And people like to get kills. People like to get them in game. People like to watch them. People like fancy, you know, plays where it's like down to the wire. Not everybody, again, but a lot of people. So that's why typically they don't like for tank metas to be a thing for that long. But having tanks as an option can be okay, as long as it's not tank versus tank. If it's like Malphite versus Fiora, they're okay with that. They just don't want, like, Malphite versus Sion top.
Let's dance.
Oh, when they changed the tank mythics, they made them worse. I think it's really just Ravenous. Like, it just hard counters tanks. Because it just means that the fighter's just going to win a long fight. Like, there's no way a tank's winning. Versus most of these champions with Ravenous. Because they just can't do enough burst damage to kill them. And so it just Ravenous just hard counters tanks. And poke champions. Like, the only thing you can really do to a Ravenous champ is assassinate him. And I mean, that also might be why Zed is okay right now. It's because he's one of the only things that can answer that nonsense. Sort of. But, you know, it just so happens there's also an item that a lot of those Ravenous champions get that's Death's Dance. That makes it really hard to assassinate people. And there happens to be another item that many of them will get too, or they have an option of getting, which is the ADC shield item. Blanking out on the name. So it's like...
Shield bow.
Shield bow, yeah. So it's like, how the fuck are you supposed to kill this thing? Shield bow gives extra lifesteal also. And so, basically, Death's Dance does too. So it's like you have 3 different lifesteal items that give, like, pretty good offense. They make it difficult to burst a champion down. And they give you a lot of sustain. So, what's the counterplay? I mean, they have windows of vulnerability in there, potentially. You know, they don't start with all 3 of those items, but it's just like... playing paper, rock, scissors, dynamite, and you get dynamite. Right. But some of the kids would say. I mean, really the only way you beat it is to have another champion that's also, you know, further ahead that gets similar items. I mean, ADCs can beat it. Some ADCs can beat it. But they need more items. It's like, to beat those 3 items as ADC, you probably need 5. That's a big problem. I think ADCs in general have a pretty low win rate. Yeah, exactly. Dynamite them back, but that's not a great way to balance something.
Dude, we're all team purple. Except for...
Hell yeah. Let's go purple. Let's go perp. I'll just never forget, my wife and I were at the beach, like Myrtle Beach one time, and some guy was like going down the beach, I think just hitting on every girl. I was throwing a frisbee with her. I mean, I guess he just didn't think we were a couple or something. I'm pretty sure I was married at the time, I don't remember. He's like, hey, purple! She was wearing a purple bathing suit. And then, I don't remember what he said after that. He's like, what's up? Can I throw that frisbee with you or something? Or what it was. She's like, I'm with him or something. He's like, oh, my bad. Okay. But then we were just laughing about it.
You basically told him to shut the fuck up, bro. Get your ass beat, bro.
Maybe. He probably would have beat my ass, to be honest. But, yeah. I mean, I wish I could pretend to be super macho, man, but he was in pretty good shape. It was funny. Then he was just going down. I saw him just like talking to anyone that would listen to him, and he's walking down the beach. I think he genuinely didn't know. Maybe he thought I was like her gay friend or something. I don't know. I mean, I was wearing, like, these rainbow shorts, but no, I wasn't. That'd be funny. This rainbow Speedo.
That would be funny.
I mean, shape doesn't mean everything, but it does mean something, man. Like, you see a scrawny little dude, it's like 155. Some jacked guy, it's like 250. It's like, okay, yeah, the scrawny guy could be, like, you know, an MMA, like, superstar or something. But the reality is, like, unless you have an extreme, like, training advantage or weapons or something like that, then I feel like weight, you know, weight and muscle mass matters in a conflict. That's why there are weight classes, you know, in combat sports. Like, very, you know, stringent classes too. I think it's like every 10 pounds or something, it's a different class, because even just 10 pounds can be a big deal in like wrestling or MMA or boxing. It might be 20 pounds, but it's certainly you know, in relatively small increments. Yeah, I mean, you can have little people beat other people's ass, but... You can use that weight against them, but again, I think the assumption here is one person has a lot of combat training and another doesn't. And that's absolutely true. But it's very rarely going to be Jackie Chan versus, you know, the brainless 200-pound guy, right? Could be. I mean, I like watching those highlight videos too, like bullies getting their ass beat or something on YouTube, but... Usually it is someone bigger picking on someone smaller, but a lot of times, unfortunately... Does he have red? No, he doesn't. Wow. Alright, well, we got both flashes. I need to probably try to do that more, just trade flashes. Because it's a lot easier for me to get on these immobile champs. Yeah, it depends on how you play it, like, strategically.
Doing the right thing is boring. I'm way more fun now.
But yeah, again, my default is, like, there's a reason there's weight classes in, like, competitive combat sports. And usually it's because, you know, bigger people are going to have an advantage, right? Floyd Mayweather would get his ass beat in his prime by Mike Tyson. Like... That's just all there is to it. I love Floyd. Floyd's my favorite boxer. But he would just get obliterated by like Tyson or Holyfield or...
Dude, Mike was a bad man.
Yeah. Because he's got a fucking 100-something pounds on him.
Yeah. That's true.
Mike could probably still beat his ass now, probably. But yeah, I mean, like I said, yes, there definitely can be exceptions. I'll tell you this, in that specific circumstance, though, I do not have a lot of, like, good combat. I took, like, Taekwondo when I was, like, 10 or something, you know, but I do not have a lot of, like, great combat experience. And I was, like, in okay shape, but I would probably get my ass beat by somebody that was 50 pounds more than me, certainly.
I only believe in myself.
You know, I'm of the persuasion the best fights are the ones you never have to fight. I would just talk my way out of it, kind of like I did. Laugh my way out of it. The guy wasn't looking for a fight or anything. He was just trying to get himself a date. That'd be a generous word for it. Taekwondo is a beast, probably, if you're, like, actually committed to it and do a lot of stuff. I think Jiu-Jitsu's, like, the most useful. I don't know, like, the striking stuff can be really good, too. I just think that a lot of fights, if you're really good at grappling... Especially street fights and stuff, that's really what a lot of it comes down to. But yeah, I mean, if you land a good punch...
An ally has been slain.
Of course, you can take someone out.
How do the Star Guardians see and
But I think just being able to wrap them up...
are so darn sparkly?
It's also just better for self-defense in general, because you can, like, make someone go unconscious... You know, with stuff like that, without really having to do that much damage to them, like, structurally, like breaking their jaw or something. You can just cut off oxygen to their brain and they'll just pass out. I had to. My cooldowns are in a really weird spot there. So I wish I'd taken like jujitsu or something instead, but I mean, again, I think I just don't put myself in situations most of the time where there's gonna be a fight. And in general, I think it's a bad idea to fight people. I've talked about that before, just because you don't know what kind of maniac you're dealing with. They can pull out a gun, they pull out a knife. Some people are just crazy. You know, we see some like honorable fights, right, where it's just like two people get in a fist fight, punch each other a few times, and then, you know, shake hands and walk off or something, right? Like, that does happen, but you know, sometimes somebody pulls out a weapon on the spot, or they hunt you down and get revenge later. It's just better not to make enemies, I think, if you don't have to. And you really don't need to fight. I mean, sometimes, if someone's coming in and literally threatening you or your friends or family or something, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I think a lot of conflicts are pretty avoidable.
An ally has been slain.
Damn. Well, the only good things that have happened are when Yi came bottom. Go figure, that's weird. Heimer's turrets are, like, annoying to deal with when you're fighting for vision, for sure. Bunch of kids or something. I don't know. You don't want to be that Seinfeld episode with Kramer and the kids in the karate class? I don't know if you watched Seinfeld or remember that. It was pretty funny, though. What are we doing? We're basically even on farm. Yeah, that's good. I think fights are bad. When I was a bit younger and when I was in good shape and drinking and stuff, there's a couple of times I almost got in a fight, but I didn't. It was good that I didn't. Probably. Okay. Basically, Kramer, like, starts talking about how he's taking karate now for self-defense, and he's, like, playing up that he's, like, this badass, like, master of the dojo and stuff like that, and then, like, near the end of, like, kind of close to the end of the episode, you figure out that he's been fighting against, like, you know, 10-year-olds or something in, like, the sparring. And then they eventually, like, gang up and get him in a back alley. Are we going or what? I thought E was gonna go. I don't know what he's waiting on. I have flash, I have everything. I think they're just gonna run. Yeah, he just... Oh, nice.
Oh, no, I'm dead.
Fuck. God, that was such a disaster.
Damn. We can get one of them.
Yeah. We gave Rengar so much time and Ori to, like, get down there. Yi should have just gone immediately. Like, I'm pretty sure I pinged it. If I didn't ping it, maybe I could have pinged it more, but... Like, I cleared the ward right in front of him. We know there's no vision, and he's literally just sitting and try. Like, if I go up and WM before Yi is, like, close, they can just run.
When Zaya and I were abandoned
This
on the
is
desolate
probably
planet
the
I really loved. I don't like being alone. Oh, the spiky space squids are the worst.
Oh, the cologne. Yeah, I kind of remember that one. I mean, yeah, that's your wheelhouse. I think we're going too hard here. I think we're going too hard, bud.
That was easy.
I don't have eyes on Rengar. His ult's probably like a 1-minute cooldown right now. Oh my god, Mort's 0-6? What the fuck? These games, I'm like 1-1, 2-2 or something, and I look up and there's always someone with like 10 deaths. Gotta be carrying harder. I don't know if we can beat him.
Damn near perfect.
Yeah. God. She has heals, she has ult.
Enemy rampage.
Can he kill him? I don't know if he can.
I come down again, see what happens.
He just likes to sit. I don't know. He was clearing a ward that time.
I'll see what takes
It's
place.
gonna be. Oh, it's just taking the base. Wait, how do I not have any assists? We got the 2 kills earlier, right? Or am I just losing my mind?
Has been destroyed.
Yeah, Yi got him. Off of that first or second gank.
Forget my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness. That's evil.
How did I not get any assists for either one of those? So weird, because you just have to shield with Rakan. I guess my shield was on cooldown, and maybe... I don't remember. I remember I was kind of low, and I had to dance around sort of on the outskirts of the fight, but...
Riku,
Yeah, true, Mal.
I rescued you from a cold dead planet so that you could laugh at me. I rescued you so you could hold my mirror and tell me I
Enemy
look good.
rampage. An ally has been slain.
Self-control is for starving. Action is fun.
0 and 8.
Word.
Fuck. Surprised he doesn't have Hydra. You really don't need it as Nasus, but...
Your turret has been destroyed.
But it is less complicated. Between the rulers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly joking, but...
Ah, the sweet smell of silence.
He's gonna ult, and... Nasus just gonna get inhibitor.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Freaking healing.
Yeah.
Enemy double kill. An enemy is unstoppable.
Jesus, beat.
The...
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Tell more to build Hydra. Yeah.
Your turret has been destroyed.
And kill evil. You can wear it like
Your turret
I've almost got my first item. Just after they get their first inhibitor.
Perfect time.
There we go. Yep, just in time. I don't know, man. There's some weird shit going on. Like, these last couple of days, we're just getting, like these last 2 games just really haven't even been games.
No, not even close.
Like, we're down, like, 10,000 gold at 15 minutes. Yeah. Grab their old 20-minute Baron. I don't know. I thought Yi should be good in this meta, but I guess not. He doesn't have Ravenous. Huh. Rengar's 9-1, and he's got Ravenous. That's weird.
I do what I want. No start. Say the same.
Yi should build it.
It's crazy how powerful that item is.
Yeah, fucking everybody should build it. It's so stupid. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that strong.
The dream.
About to start building it.
Yeah. Get it with the 0. I mean, I'm shocked ADCs aren't building it. And it's got wave clear, too.
Boy's gonna be 110.
If we can win this. They have this warded? Yeah. See, Dinger's looking good if you got a 9-1 Rengar. Wait, no, you're too low. He's just gonna back us down and take this tower. Come on, come on, yes! Support can kill him. Mord can't figure it out. Little Rakan can. Corki. Oh, does Corki use Ravenous? Yeah, I'm not really sure. He just doesn't have a lot of modifiers that are useful. Like, he pokes, but poke is bad, like we saw with Heimerdinger. Unless you're getting carried. Like, there's just so much sustain that poke just feels bad. Late game. I'm gonna get ambushed by fucking Rengar. Oh, never mind. Rengar's dead. I mean, someone's gonna be sitting in some of this brush somewhere. Maybe we get him right here.
Oh my god, really? I'm dead.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, he's so strong.
Damage to champions, 2,000 off of that item. It's not even tracking the healing. That's just off of cleave. It's not including just normal damage that it does with its
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
81 attack damage.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Wait, how much is it? Is it 3,000 gold? 3,200? I thought it used to be like 3,400.
Dang.
Well,
A good day at the office.
yeah. Awesome day. I mean, I guess at least we got to try out Dinger and just kind of reaffirm that you can't play him. See, when we played him, it was near the end of the season during Worlds before they reworked the items. But anyways, alright, well that's gotta be it for me, I guess. Maybe. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, they are nerfing it, but it's not until next Wednesday. But who knows? Maybe we'll actually get champions on our team that build it at some point. So, all right, man. I'll catch you later. Have a good one.
You too. See ya.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm out of here. Thank y'all very much for hanging out. It's fun talking with you, even though we got kind of wrecked tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow. I guess. I mean, I could do a preview of the patch that's coming out next week. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I only have a couple of conferences. I can do it as a quick patch preview or something. But anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good day, and we'll see you by next time. Oh, I'm not 70. No, I've been spending a lot of my time on my my gatherer. I sold a bunch of herbs and minerals for like 28,000. I've got to decide. I got a recipe from fishing that is really good for cooking. It's like haste food. And I've got to decide if I want to sell it or if I want to keep it. But it's going on the auction house for like 300,000 right now. So I think I should sell it and then buy it again when it's cheaper for like 100,000 in a week or two. But you have to like, not only is it like a good haste food, but I think you have to cook that food a lot in order to like have a chance to learn one of the feasts, which is obviously going to be super good for raiding. Yeah, but in order to get the feasts, you have to cook that food a lot. It's a discovery system, kind of like alchemy, I think. You have a chance of getting the feast, but there are some times, I think, when there's a better food than the feast, but yeah, a lot of people are probably just going to do the feast. But you got to learn it. So, I don't know, but it's selling for a lot. And there are other foods you can do too that I could discover. I'll probably, I don't know, I've probably caught like, I don't know, close to 1,000 fish, and I've got maybe like 4 recipes in a bottle. This is the only one that's been like kind of good. I got the puka thing, but I think that's just like a fun cosmetic cauldron. It's like something of the puka, which doesn't look like it's selling for a ton, but it might be kind of fun. But anyways, so I'm trying to go up the story chain right now just so I can get the reputation for the Iskari or the Teskar or whatever, so I can learn the advanced fishing, which is kind of annoying because it's like I have to go through like a lot of the campaign to unlock them. But it's a pretty good campaign. It's just like, damn it, I need to get this fishing done because I have a huge stack of essays and I want to I need to be able to just sit there and fish all day tomorrow probably while I'm finishing these essays. But I like fish on my second screen while I'm grading the essays. It's really good. It's really good. Just about everything that I could... Like, the only thing that's a minor annoyance is, again, that I'm on a gathering alt, basically, and I have to go through the storyline for however long, 50 hours to unlock the... maybe not 50, but a lot to unlock the Tuskar. But you only have to do it once, right, on your main. Once you unlock the factions, then they're unlocked for all of your other characters. So, and they give you, like, catch-up reputation gains. They don't give you the whole rep, but they give you catch-up rep for alts. So it is good eventually, and I do need to do the storyline eventually. Yeah, everything else seems really solid so far. So it'll be fun. I wish I could queue for Mythic Dungeons, and I didn't have to manually find a group, because apparently you have to do that. At least for Mythic Zeros. But we'll see once I get up there if I can do those. I would like to try to do them before the first lockout. But yeah, the story does seem pretty solid so far, too. I'm at the part where, like, I'm with, like, the centaurs walking around. I'm still trying to think of my professions I want on my main. I definitely want alchemy. And I'm thinking maybe jewel crafting. I'm trying to see, like, what's selling jewel crafting or inscription. But the minerals are just, they're going for so much. The ore. Because I guess you've got blacksmiths, engineers, and jewel crafters all wanting pieces of that. And so it's like, if I do jewel crafting and I'm just trying to, whatever it's called, grind them up to find gems, it's actually a lot more valuable right now just to sell the ore. But it is coming down a little bit in price. But that's why I've been, like, turbo gathering right now. I just realized today that it's like, it feels like you get a lot of gold off of the mining. Herbs a little bit less so. I think herbs might actually go up more once the raiding starts. Because you don't, I mean, you need herbs for inscription, but that's kind of the only thing that's relevant right now. Like, alchemy, I feel, is not going to be relevant until the raids open. And jewel crafting, to some extent, is probably not going to be as relevant either. Because that's when people are, once they start getting, like, good gear, then they'll want good gems for it. But right now, everyone's just, you know, wanting to buy, you know, their blacksmithing weapons or whatever. Jewel crafting does have trinkets that are pretty good, though. But, anyways, okay. Hey, holler at me on there, too. My, I don't remember. What is your name? Or just email me your, if you don't want to say it in chat. Email me your info, and then I'll add you on there. And we can chat, or we can run some dungeons or something sometime if you want. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks. Have a good day, and we'll see everybody next time.